Are you one of those people who sees the glass half empty or half full? You know, some of us are just by and large more optimistic, some of us are more pessimistic. We simply have different perspectives on things. And perspective is the key word we need to keep in mind when we're thinking about how we deal with stress. You can choose to respond to any stress distressfully, worry, fear, frustration, and so on, or eustressfully, turning that same stress into a challenge, an opportunity to grow, actually an opportunity to move you forward in a holistic success in your life. But the key is to have the right perspective in the right areas. And in this short session, I want to share with you the 6 areas where you need to have the right perspectives. Those areas are these. You need a right perspective toward yourself, and toward life, and toward problems, and toward people, and toward time, and toward your inner self or inner life. Now, for each one of those, I'm going to give you a specific technology to develop the right perspective. So it begins with the right perspective toward yourself. The key technology there is the word affirming. When you think of yourself, be sure to affirm yourself. Now, by that, I mean 2 things. Think of 2 rails of a railroad track. On the one hand, you need to understand that you are unique, you're special, you're the only you there'll ever be. You're a person of great value. In fact, I contend you're a masterpiece in the making. And I believe that the intent is for you to unleash that masterpiece in your life. So you need to realize that you're much better than what anyone else even knows, even you, on the one hand. On the other hand, the other rail is that you're loaded with soft spots. We all are. We all have weaknesses, we have insecurities, we have faults, we have sins, we have lack of character, we have mistakes that we make. And we need to learn to own up to that. So the bottom line in affirming yourself is constantly realizing your great value, and at the same time constantly realizing that you're a whole lot worse than anyone else in the world sees. Now, we're going to unpack that in the days to come in a course, but I want you to start to get your mind around that. Don't go to one extreme or the other. One extreme is arrogance, the other extreme is false humility and self-deprecation. Neither is right. So a right view toward yourself by affirming, and then a right view toward life by thanking. The way you need to deal with life is to have an attitude of gratitude. Just wake up in the morning, be thankful. Be thankful for people. Be thankful for your health. Be thankful for your life. Be thankful for opportunities. Be thankful for the blue sky and the green grass. Just be thankful. Make it a way of life. The attitude of gratitude. It's really what's called learned optimism. And we'll teach you more about that in the days to come. So a right view of life by thanking. And then thirdly, a right view toward problems by embracing them. You go, what? Yeah, embracing them. The way to deal with problems correctly, to have the right perspective, is not to treat them as intruders, but welcome them as friends. It's to learn to embrace that. J.B. Phillips said that when he was actually translating a passage of the Bible where he says, when trials and tribulations crowd into your lives, he said, don't treat them as intruders. What do you do with intruders? You shoot them or kick them out. But embrace them, welcome them as friends. And I want to teach you how to do that further when we go deeper and do a deep dive in our course. So have a right perspective toward problems by embracing them. Don't run away from them. Treat them as your friends. Learn from them. Don't ask why, ask what. What can I do to grow, to develop, and so on. And then fourthly, I need and you need a right perspective toward people, and the key word there is building up, or key words. The way we deal with people, have the right mindset, is we build them up. We don't tear them down, we build them up. We think thoughts that build people up, we say words that build people up, we take steps that build people up. So build people up, make it a way of life, love people. Be gracious, be civil, be kind. Oh man, are we going to deal with that as we get into a course a bit later. And then fifthly, I need a right perspective toward time. And the key concept there is focusing on what's important. The way we have the right mindset around time, there's so many things going around. We're so busy. The social media just absolutely inundates our life. We have emails. Our boxes never seem to get emptied. What we have to learn to do is, instead of just letting the urgent drive us, let the important drive us. And that means we make values clarification, and we focus in on those things that are important, of great value. Again, we're going to unpack that more in the days to come, but you can do that. And that'll make a huge difference in how you deal with life, and certainly how you deal with your time. And then finally, the sixth area is we need a right perspective toward our inner life, our inner self, our inner life. And the key to that is to get centered. Now, when I say get centered, I mean you need to have something at the center of your life. You have something at the core of your life. It could be money, it could be power, it could be religion, it could be your family, it could be values, it could be yourself. But you need to identify what that is, and I want to process that with you, because honestly, the most important thing in this whole equation of dealing with stress is to get centered. Is to be sure you have the right thing at the center of your life. And I want you to think about that in the days to come. So, we're just starting this journey. I'm going to unpack each one of these here in the days to come briefly, and then we'll take you into a whole course on how to put this to work in your life. But in the meantime, what I want you to do is think about those 6 areas, memorize them, the key area and the key response, and let's see if you can just start thinking about how to put that to work. And in the meantime, if you like that, what we're sharing here, pass it on to a friend. Certainly like us on our Facebook page, or join up, subscribe to my YouTube page, and pass this on to some friends. Let them get involved in the journey. I think you're not going to have a problem finding people in your life, family, friends, associates, who simply are overcome with stress, and they need to understand how they can conquer stress by living eustressfully, not distressfully, living out these 6 qualities. Look forward to talk to you.
Audio Jungle.